Hey guys, Gathering the Magic back again, and it is Sunday, so it's time for another edition of the Splinterlands Market Watch. Today is February 22nd, 2026, and this is episode number 47 of the Land Market Watch. So we're going to go through all things land, we're going to look at plot prices, we're going to look at player crafted items, how those are doing, how those are selling, and much, much more. Okay, so let's get started with plots. How many are for sale over on Peak Monsters? So we had that big buy about a month ago where the number of plots went from about 3,400 down to 2,300. So we've gained a few in the last 2 weeks. We're up to 2,444 plots for sale. So that's up about, 64 from 2 weeks ago. Cheapest unsurveyed land plot currently in game, there is one for $46.89. 2 weeks ago, you were looking at about $49 for a plot. Over on Hive, 2 weeks ago, $47.99 for an unsurveyed plot. Currently, cheapest one is $44.30. And look at this, there's finally been a little bit of movement on the non-card market for a land tract. So for months, it's been the cheapest one of the three available, right at $10,000. Currently, there's one for $8,000. So that is a big deal. That is a $2,000 drop for 100 land plots. So if this is something that you are looking for, if you're looking to get into land, want to buy a tract, no better time than now. Go from 10 grand down to 8 grand. The region that is for sale is still currently at $88,888.88. No movement on that in probably a year or more. Time crystals. So time crystals 2 weeks ago went over 100 DEC a piece over on the non-card market. So it didn't make any sense to buy it from there because you can buy it directly from Splinterlands for 100 DEC each. Players have adjusted their prices down. So currently you can pick some up for about 5 cents a piece, just under 100 DEC. So you're saving about 6 DEC per time crystal. So this is something definitely to check out. Also remember that time crystals can now be player crafted by using cinder. And I believe it's 135 cinder for one time crystal. Okay, totem fragments. So 2 weeks ago, totem fragments were $1.80 a piece. Currently they are $1.68. Rare totem fragments came down from $9.70 down to $9. Epics went up slightly from $44 to $44.97. And legendary totem fragments, there are 13 currently available in the market, and the cheapest is $165. If you're looking for a complete totem, the common ones came down from $15 to $13.50. Rares are still at $74. Epics, $275, and then legendary totem, $899.99. Your totem claims, as you can see here, basically no movement from 2 weeks ago. So commons are still $16.75, rares are $89, epics are $349, and then the legendaries are $1,750. All right, Land Baron. So if you wanted to come in, buy the 50 cheapest plots on the market, how much would it cost? So 2 weeks ago, you were looking at $820.77 or $16.42 a plot. Currently, you're looking at just under $741 if you wanted to buy the 50 cheapest, $14.82 per plot. And then for each resource, if you wanted the cheapest grain plot currently in game, you're looking at $26.75. 2 weeks ago, that was $28. Cheapest wood plot currently is $13.50. Last time it was $14.50. Stone came up a little bit. 2 weeks ago, $13.88 was the cheapest. Now you're looking at $13.99. And then ore, cheapest one currently in game is $13.50. Okay, 5 cheapest land plots. So your common natural, pretty close to $14 to $15 last time. Currently your cheapest ones, $13.50 are your cheapest plots, available in regions 27, 41, 47, 133, and 135. Next, the price moves to $13.98 in regions 122 and 133. Next, for $13.99, there are 5 plots available in region 115. $14.50, there is a tundra available in region 23. Then your fifth cheapest at $14.85, there are 5 hills available in region 136. Okay, now your rare natural plots. So $22.50 to $25 2 weeks ago. Basically the same this time. So $22.49 in region 122, $22.50 in region 100, $23.90 in region 72, $24.50 also in region 72, and then finally regions 5, 46, and 115 have plots available for an even $25. Okay, your epics. So 128.88 to 150 2 weeks ago. Currently the cheapest is $123 in region 27. That is for hills. Region 125 has a desert for $130. Region 143 has a forest and 2 jungles available for $140 apiece. Region 85 has an epic hills for $145. And then finally, region 121 has a lake, so grain producing epic for $175. Then your legendary natural. So there was a lot of movement for legendary natural plots over the last 2 weeks. There's a lot of new ones that have been added. 2 weeks ago, there was only, I believe, 3, and they were $588 to $4,000. Currently, there is a desert in region 42 for $499. So you see a lot of these are for stone. Region 46 and region 98 have deserts for $500. Region 72 has a hills for $560. Region 133 has a jungle for $600. Region 135 has a tundra for $600. And finally, region 12 has a legendary canyon for $750. Okay, time to move on to your magical plots. So once again, there was some movement here as well. So last time you're looking $28 to $38. There's a few cheaper listed this week. Currently, the cheapest magical plot is a death plot in region 140 for $25. There are 2 earth magical plots in region 108. Those are for $26.99 each. Region 48 has an earth plot for $27.95. Region 108 has 2 earth and 2 water plots available for $29.99. Also like to point out that these are both lakes, so if you wish to use these for grain, you can use them for grain, and then if you need to swap them over to produce magical resources in the future, you can do that as well. So very versatile plots right here for $30 a piece. I think these are both great pickups, and I will be highly surprised if these are here 2 weeks from now. And then finally, there is a fire magical plot available in region 7 for $30. Okay, moving on to the rares. So there are a couple rarer magical plots cheaper than 2 weeks ago. So last time we were looking at $68 to $100 a piece. Cheapest now is $60 in region 17 and 18. Those are for water magic and fire magic. And like I just pointed out, one of these is for a lake, so you're also looking that this could be used as a rare grain plot. Next, in region 143 for $65, there is a death magical plot. Region 72 has dragon magic for $68. Region 44 has a life plot for $83. And then finally, region 71 has a death desert for $89. Okay, your epic magical. So a couple very cheap epic magicals, in my opinion, compared to how they have been priced. As you can see here, 2 weeks ago, your cheapest was $275 to $488. Currently, there is one $100 cheaper than that. So in region 27, there's a death magical plot. This is epic for $175. Once again, I will be surprised if that's there 2 weeks from now. There's also death magic in region 46 for $200. Region 102 has earth magic for $275. Region 28 has earth magic as well for $360. And then finally, region 117 has a life magical plot for $378. Then your legendary magical, none 2 weeks ago and none currently. So now we'll move on to the common occupied plots. Once again, you can see here there are some cheaper plots than 2 weeks ago. where the low was 64.88. Currently, there is one for $57 in Region 1 for a canyon. Region 58 or Region 39 has 6 Badlands available for $58 a piece. Regions 48 and 112 have common occupied plots for $60 a piece. Region 112 also has another occupied plot for $64.90. And then finally, regions 13, 60, and 97 have occupied plots for $65 a piece. Okay, moving to the rares. You can see here 2 weeks ago, you're looking at just under $129 was the cheapest. Right now, there are 4 cheaper than that. Your cheapest rare occupied is $89 in region 143. Next, in region 27, there's a Hills for $96. Region 135 has a rare occupied jungle for $100. Region 143 also has a jungle for $110. And then region 43 has a rare jungle for $128.88. Okay, next are your epic occupied. These are the only ones available currently on the market. Last time $450 to $1250. Currently there is an epic occupied lake for $600 in region 91. Region 132 also has an epic occupied lake. This is $999. And then finally, region 26 has an epic occupied tundra for $1,250. And then your legendary occupied plot is still there from 2 weeks ago. Region 121, it is a lake, and they're asking $2,000. Okay, next is keeps. So it looks like the days of the sub 1,000 keeps are over, at least for now. 1,200 to 5,700 2 weeks ago. There have been a couple that have been posted throughout the last week or so. Those have sold. So currently the cheapest is $1,200 in region 44. Next is $1,490 in region 9. The newest addition in region 48 is $1,700. Region 137 has a keep for $1,995. And then finally, region 135 is a keep for $2,000. And then finally for castles, so last time we had those 2 castles available for sale, 5,500 and 9,000. The 5,500 castle did sell. So now currently the only castle that is available is in region 14, and that is still for $9,000. All right, trade swaps. So if you're looking to trade 1 DEC for each of the basic resources, how much would it cost? So for grain, 1 DEC will get you 56, just under 56.3 grain. 1 DEC will get 2.1 iron. 1 DEC will get about 9.7 stone. And 1 DEC will get you 27.8 wood. And then all the different landcrafted items. Midnight potions have seen nice boost in price, so from 1.7 cents to 2.3 cents a piece. Fortune tickets came down from 44 cents down to 40. Auction marks are 148. They were 149 2 weeks ago. Wagon kits continue to fall. For quite a while they were above $5. 2 weeks ago, $4.89. Currently, the cheapest wagon kit is only $4.47. The different scrolls, common scroll, 1.4 cents. Rares are 6 cents. Epics are 33 cents. And legendary scrolls, $1.77. And then your polymorph potion is 9 cents. Capacity flux is 20 cents. And the Phoenix Ash potions have come down to 4/10 of a cent a piece. And then your land cards. So your common land card, when they first came out, they were going for $1.80. 2 weeks ago, $2.35. Currently $2.45. The rare, when they came out, were $4.20. 2 weeks ago, $6.94. Currently, the cheapest is $17.99. I believe that is for a multiple BCX copy. Epics were $12.70 in the beginning, $19.50 2 weeks ago. Currently $18 for the epic, and there are no regular foil legendary cards. For the gold foil common land card is $30. Rare is $63. Epic $155.69, and there is a gold legendary land card, the only one on the market, and they're asking $1,000. All land cards did sell out last December 14th. Okay, once again, guys, the big land update. The thing that Cryptomancer is working on is buildings. Probably still at least a couple of months away, but it's going to take a long time probably to build up all your resources to be able to level your buildings. Don't think there's going to be hardly anyone that's going to be able to level them from 1 to 10 right away. So remember, it's going to be a long process. This is meant to take quite a while. This isn't something that's meant to be done in a day or a week. So I'm sure it's going to take many hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of resources to be able to level your buildings all the way up to level 10. So just, stay the course, level them up one level at a time, enjoy the process, but store up now, start building those resources now, and grab those time crystals as well. There will be times in the future where you're going to need these to build buildings instantly. It's going to be to your advantage, and also during maintenance when you need to do maintenance on your buildings, you're going to want time crystals so you can reduce that downtime. So if you would like to support the channel, once again, I am a member of Buy Me a Coffee website. The link is right here. And just so you guys know, I think I've mentioned this in multiple streams, but I do monthly legendary card giveaways. So when I open my Chaos Legion packs or Rift Watcher packs, the legendaries that I get, I set those aside and I use those as giveaway for channel members. So channel membership starts as low as just $2 a month. I only have two tiers, the $2, $4 tier. Basically the same. The $4 tier lets you ask me once a month to make a specialized Splinterlands video just for you on whatever topic you would like. So I will cater it to whatever you would like me to. And I think that is it for this episode. So we've gone through everything. Land continues to evolve. I am now currently looking at just harvesting once a week. I do have one max common, so just to try to boost my labor's luck. I think on my plot, if I wait till it's 100%, I have a 1.2% chance to pull one of those cards. So hoping to at least get one in the next few months. So we'll see how that goes. So hope you guys are doing well. Hope you enjoy the content. I'm thinking of doing another pack opening later today, so stay tuned for that. So until next time, stay the course, keep on forging, and have fun. Take care.